Welcome everybody to the Adventures of a Masquepade. I am your DM host, Kai the Cat. Aaron, would we like to introduce ourselves going from top to bottom?
Sure, why not? Hello, I am Aaron. I'm one of the players, and I'm playing Augusteen.
I am Isla, and I am playing Lizbit.
I am Raven, and I am playing Boon.
I'm Tork. I'm your streamer. Hi, I'm playing Toreen.
And hello, I am Wolfie, and I am playing Boon with a B.
Oh, that's going to get confusing.
Yeah, so we have Raven is playing Oon, UNN, and then I'm playing Boon, BOON exclamation mark. That's how Boon signs her name with an exclamation mark at the end.
That's just because of the animation they have up. When they bring up the map, it'll be centered.
And we're still recording, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So, where we last left off, you had all awoken in a jail cell. You were being interrogated by a seemingly human sheriff named Johnson and a little old woman who was screaming about her grandson, apparently named Nana. Sheriff Johnson agreed to let you out of your cells on the condition that you help find the missing people that have apparently, gone missing from the town that you were in, which is a male town. You followed Sheriff Johnson around, and he mentioned a hag, and all of you wanted to go see this hag. Upon seeing her little hovel with her shack and her shed in the river, two of you attempted to go open the shack and found that it was enchanted and electrocuted you, which caught the attention of the hag, who you figured out the name was Nightingale. And there were some revelations, so let's roll on into it. And let me just remember how things work. Change windows. Go live.
Yay!
So, each of you had a revelation at the end of the stream. Aaron, would you like to say what your revelation was?
I found out that I was part tabaxi.
Right. And as you figured that out subconsciously, you felt a large section of your Mac crack. Isla?
I guess that I was half elf.
You also felt a section of your mask crack.
I also had a voice
Boon.
in my head.
Yes.
What did you figure out last stream?
That I'm not necessarily a oh goodness. I no longer fuck, what was it? I know what I'm thinking of. Tiefling. I'm similar to a tiefling.
Right. And unlike the other two, you only felt a small section of your mask crack. And as we zoom back into this conversation where Hadriel is talking to the hag, Toreen, did you have a revelation?
I dropped down onto all fours as I realized I'm a dog.
And you feel a large section of your mask crack.
I've been getting so much crap for this all week long.
Yes, you have. And you dropping down to all four catches the sheriff, who is... I just clicked this. I should learn the shortcut keys. Oh well.
The sheriff is this
Turtle!
Return of Flying Turtle. The sheriff is this icon, and the hag is this icon. And as you drop down to all fours, both the sheriff and Nightingale look at you from this conversation, and the sheriff kind of raises his eyebrow at you and is like, "You good?
Are you good?"
I wanted to make. You've been walking around on two legs, and okay.
I can continue if you'd like.
No. No, please don't. Please. And as you're being cocky, as you're saying this, the world starts to become a little fuzzy. It's weird. You stare and everything kind of takes on a blue halo. Oh shit, there's something on you. And everybody looks instinctively as this bright, pale light starts emanating from Toreen. You all look over at them. There was something around their neck that you hadn't previously noticed, and it goes woo, woo, woo. And the sheriff whips out his longsword and is like, "What are you doing? What's happening?"
I don't know!
You are blinded by this light,
I take a few
Toreen.
steps back.
You do
I can't
that.
see!
Same.
Okay, you take a few steps back. What are you doing, Aaron?
I'm far enough away.
You're like, I'm good from this blast. The hag looks at you and is bewildered. It's like, what's happening? What are you doing?
I don't know!
And there's this singing
Glowing.
sound followed by, like, a hellish shriek.
I cover my
And all of a sudden, the light dissipates, and from it, you see a new masked figure standing before you.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
well,
what?
hello there.
Thank the
You-
gods. I'm out.
You just summoned a being.
What?
What? Who?
What?
Oh boy.
What are you all talking about? What
Hi.
happened?
Do you not see
You
the
say
new
hi?
person standing before you?
You blind as well
No.
as deaf.
You don't see the new person?
Hello.
No. What
Are we
new
seeing a
person?
ghost?
I point at Un.
Hi.
Are you talking about the dog? What's happening? What happened? The
person
hag
right
is
there.
looking even more bewildered and is shaking her head. And also, I need all of you to make perception checks with disadvantage.
At the same time, I'm taking a big whiff to see if they're actually there.
First, make your 2 perception checks with disadvantage.
I rolled a 6 and a 12, so 6.
By the way, rolling with disadvantage means you roll twice and take the lower number.
I got a 12.
Type it in chat, please.
Using
I am
the
not
D20.
I can't.
Yes, the d20.
Yes. Oh, okay, so I have to... Okay. So your lowest
Tork, you
was
said
a
you got 12?
Yep.
I will write it in chat for you.
Grazie.
Thank you.
Do we all do both?
Yes,
Both
you will
rolls?
all roll with disadvantage. So what it is, Raven, is that you're rolling 2d20. Okay, that works too. So...
At a decent
I'm
number.
so glad I wrote all this down. Oh boy. So that's 6. What did Lizbit get? Lizbit got a 10. Boon.
About Tree Biddy.
Oh, what? Yeah, you're all pretty enamored by this person who has similar issues that you all do. Their form continuously shifts and change. At one moment you think you're looking at a child, at another moment you're looking at a giant, and at another moment you're looking at a boss. They don't make sense.
Oh boy.
All
I-
you
I
can
walk
tell is
over
that
and I-
they are...
Go ahead.
all you can tell is their height, which is... What's your height again?
I'm 5'5".
You're 5'5".
you-
So, average size thing.
I continue
Well, I
taking the
can check
big
their
whiff.
Solidity.
Yeah, so Toreen, roll perception with advantage.
Please don't sniff me.
That is a
I
nat
mean, they're
20.
They smell... They smell familiar. They smell like home. And, graveyard soil, air, roses, and lilies. But they also distinctly smell like home. You don't remember what home is, but they smell like it.
Check the
Okay.
solidity.
Huh?
Check the solidity. Solid they are.
Sure. Roll Constitution.
15.
What was it?
15.
15. Your Constitution is... Oh god, I'm so glad I put all these in such a way that I could look at it. Constitution... Okay, and then... What is Oon's? What is that sound?
Aaron, do you have noise suppression on?
I do.
Oh.
Okay, just don't drag your headphones against whatever just happened.
I didn't. I just moved my computer. And it picked it up
Okay.
somehow.
So, yeah, you managed to grab their hand and it feels cold. Like it's unbearably cold. And you instinctively try to let go, but your brain, you counteract the primal part of your brain and continue what, are you just poking them?
It's like in a full-on slap.
Whoa there.
You're gonna slap them?
I'm
That's
going to back
different.
away.
Okay, so it's gonna be Lizbit roll attack with disadvantage, and Oon, you're gonna roll dexterity.
All
Oh my goodness.
In the chat. I got an 8.
Okay, cool.
I got a 5.
Okay.
And the low rolls continue.
Okay, let me just check Oon's dexterity, see if maybe a 5 will... Oh, fuck, no. Yeah, you, bap! And it's weird. Your hand kind of tries to go through them. And then you draw it back, and your hand is smoking, or what you assume is your hand.
Fuck,
Why
that's not right.
would you do that?
While this is all going on, I'm watching the hag to see what their reaction is.
Make a perception roll. Or actually, insight. It doesn't matter, just tell me your roll.
19.
You don't know. Ooh, fuck. How smart are you?
Can I roll for Arcana on Oon once you finish with the hag stuff?
Okay, she look, so, first, what do you, the hag is, kind of confused and bewildered by this, but not as much as you think she would be. And, what are you trying to discern of Oon?
Basically just what's going on with them. Why Lizbit's hands came back like it did.
Okay, this is going to be less Arcana and more Nature.
Okay.
Because you're trying to discern, like, the physiology of this being before you.
Alrighty, that was a 12.
12... 12 plus 2.
Oh.
You can't tell. Just because you can't see them. I mean, you can see them, you can tell they're there, you can see their mask and something resembling a body, Oh, by the way, Tork, you can change it to track 1.
Track 1.
Yeah, just because we're in casual mode right now. But, back to, Boon. Yeah, with what you are seeing, you can't really tell what they are.
Dang.
Yeah, without sort of physiology, and, by the way, as you look around, you suddenly notice, you see Augusteen, Toreen, and Lizbit for what they are. You can kind of see a more general solid shape of them. You can tell Toreen is some sort of dog. The breed of the dog is shifting from, like, you see a poodle, you see an Afghan, you see a chow chow, you see a chihuahua. But they're all...
Can I message you privately real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
You think these thoughts? Are you thinking this as your character?
Yes.
You think it, and... Golden Retriever, Border Collie, Collie Hound, Mutt. Yeah, their form is still ship-shifting, and you can see you can see cat-like features on Aaron, particularly their eyes. Their eyes are red, with red slitted pupils, and the whites of their eyes are black.
I snap my fingers.
And it's real
I snap my fingers, and all of a sudden I look at Toreen, and then I point at Shale, my bird, and I'm like, oh my gosh, can you understand Shale?
I look at Shale and go, hello?
Sup, man?
Look, I can hear the bird!
You can? That's wonderful!
Well, that's
What is happening? What are you all talking about? I don't understand what's happening anymore. And you see the sheriff is holding his head, and he's looking at all of you. It's like, invisible people, I'm just trying to... What is happening?
I look over at Nightingale and I go, hey Nightingale, do you perhaps have arcane sight and can see any of this to explain it?
Somewhat, but I cannot explain it to you.
I'm in.
Can you at least
This
confirm we're
before?
not going crazy?
Probably.
She looks at you. It depends. What is craziness, if not the illusion of sanity?
I knew I liked her.
I just start
Do you
blinking.
say that out loud?
Yes.
I just start
She
blinking
looks at you and
lazily.
she looks at Un, and she is looking at you, and she gives kind of a half nod, like she's hesitant to accept that compliment.
Wait. So you can hear me, or did you just hear my voice?
She looks at you. How else would I have been able to hear you if not through your voice?
I'm
Why
wondering.
can't the sheriff see them? But you can. Is it because he doesn't have any magic?
She looks at him, and he looks back at her, and it's like that scene from Encanto, where they're just intensely staring at each other. The sheriff is just daring her to say something. And, that the hag looks back at you, Boon, and says, I cannot say. But it's perhaps because he has never experienced her kind.
My kind. What do you
Wipe
mean?
a little bit of mud off my face.
Yeah, you're still covered in pond scum, mud,
And mud. I tripped and fell. Like, I tried going for the door when nobody was looking, and I tripped and fell and landed face first in the mud. So I went to clean some of it off, but it didn't work very well. Now I'm dirty, but I don't really care for whatever reason.
Yeah, you don't. It's kind of comfortable.
Yep.
So, Sheriff, can you not even hear me?
Try touching him.
May I touch the
Sheriff,
sheriff?
you can do whatever you want. It's D&D.
I
The
would
sheriff's
like
sitting there.
to place a hand on their shoulder.
Okay. Make a Constitution check.
15.
15 plus. Okay. So, okay, so you put your hand on him, and he suddenly seizes up, and you can. Okay, how do I describe this? You touch him, and it's solid. You have your hand on him, and he feels wonderfully warm. You hadn't realized how cold you were, but as you're touching him, you see his face go ashen. And then his eyes, there's bags start to form under his eyes, and more wrinkles suddenly start to appear on his face, and he's shaking and seizing up, and the hag says, "Let him go!"
I pull back in panic.
He grabs his chest and is like, "What was that? What did you do to me? What did you all do?" And he points his sword at all of you, brandishing it, and Hadriel suddenly speaks and is like, whoa, man, calm down. There appears to be some sort of miscommunication. You seem spooked. How about you just calm down? Hadriel is going to cast a spell.
Magic.
By the way, if any of you want to insight check him, go ahead.
Doing it.
I'm going to do it while taking a big whiff,
I'll do it.
because
Got
that's what
another
dogs
fucking
do.
12.
Okay, hang on.
17.
16.
17.
Thing red.
5, 8.
Why is my thing
Uh,
red?
Okay, so that's gonna be in charisma. Spells. That's how
The
spells
text
work.
going red means that the message didn't go through.
Oh fuck. Okay. Okay, cool. First of all, you all see the sheriff's eyes go a little droopy, and little sparks.
You want to know where did the name Sheriff come from?
Excuse me? My Google just started talking to me.
And sounded eerily like Aaron.
It did.
I thought
Google!
it was Lincoln.
Hey, Google! Cancel!
What was Google trying to do?
It was trying to tell me what a sheriff was. What the fuck was I saying? You see,
Sparks.
little sparks, and they turn into little spirals, and, as you look at them, they turn into little bunnies, but they don't have eyes. Little funny spirits, and they don't have eyes, and they're just kind of circling around the sheriff, and he's like, "Sorry, I didn't mean to blow up on you like that. I got a little startled. I don't feel good."
Maybe you should go lie down.
Hadriel says, "Hey man, I know. We've been there. I mean, you just had some really fucked up shit happen to you, and I don't quite know how to describe what happened to you, but hey, we'll figure this all out. Anyway, is anybody else hungry?
So,
Are you all
as this is
hungry?"
all going on, as dogs do, I comfort him by going up and rubbing against his leg.
That's
He's
I would like to apologize to the sheriff,
How do you do
even
that?
though they might not listen.
on the dirt.
Boon, make a perception check.
12.
12 plus, what is your perception? I don't know. I turn off my phone every time. I wish I could just download this app to my computer. So you get the general sense that he cannot see you at all. He can't even perceive your presence unless you're touching him. And when you touched him, he seemed to age.
Can anyone else? Everyone else, can they hear and see me?
Everyone else can seem to hear and see you, including the hag, but the sheriff cannot, it seems.
Boon, can you apologize to the sheriff for me?
Mr. Sheriff,
Yes.
the person you can't see says sorry.
Okay. Sure, the person I can't see. Sure, there's invisible people, there's all of you, there's talking dog, there's he's just like holding his arms and just rubbing his thumbs against his arms and kind of rocking back and forth. He is not doing well.
Is there anything I can do to see if I can help calm them down? Besides draining him or making him age.
Make a, you can try and make a medicine check.
Okay. I got a 15.
Okay, so with a 15, you gather that maybe a restoration spell, probably a lesser restoration spell, and some sleep and food would probably undo the aging and his overall horror of this. He just seems very overwhelmed and he needs a sort of break.
Okay.
By the way, Boon and Toreen, when you both perception checked Hadriel, right?
Yep, and I took a big whiff.
Yeah.
Okay, and Isla, what is happening to your text?
Just turned red.
It just
Okay,
means
what-
that the message didn't go through. If you right click it, somewhere on the settings it says resend message. That's all you gotta do.
Did it work? Okay, I think it's officially that Raven has fire and ice. Oh, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, so what did you get again, Aaron? You got a 16. Boon got a 12. Tork got a 20. You start to think, hang on a minute. And then the thought goes away, and then you're like, yeah, that's Hadriel. That's Hadriel. And Hadriel, again, says, hey, Nightingale. You I'm sorry. Do you perhaps have anything to eat? I feel starved. In fact, I kind of fell over, and you can see now that on his butt and legs is a nice spotting of mud. I feel like I haven't eaten in a few days. How about the rest of you? And I need everybody to make a Constitution save.
Uh,
Okay.
Got a fucking 12 again.
Ooh.
Good in that 20.
this is
Nice.
bad. I got a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Let's see, what's your con?
We got a 12, a 1, and a 20. Congratulations, 2 opposite on the
4,
spectrum.
3. Yeah, Boon, Un, Lizbit, and Toreen. You all suddenly feel famished, and Toreen, your stomach makes an audible growl, and your legs wobble, and you collapse. You fall into the mud.
I think I'll
You
just sleep
are-
here.
I cry out and run over to Toreen, and I try to figure out if I can help him at all. I try to pick him back up, but I'm very
Them.
small. Them.
Am I able to pick them up?
You can try.
All right.
Alright. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll strength.
Okay, roll with advantage because Un is helping you.
Okay.
Also, Aaron, you're like, the fuck happened to all of you?
I got a 3 and a 7.
I'm gonna
am
let
an
you
11.
know. You don't roll. Un, because Boon was doing the hefty living. You're just kind of behind them, trying to help. And even with your help, you try and pick up this. How tall are you again?
5'4".
Maureen? You try and pick up this 5'4" being, and it's not happening. This is a heavy dog. Whatever dog it is, it's heavy.
I can't do it.
Nope.
All
Our
right.
efforts are fruitless.
Okay,
I
okay,
stomp
hang
my
on.
feet in the mud a little.
Okay, it splashes onto the sheriff. He looks even more dejected.
I
Alright.
go and I try to wipe it off of the sheriff's boots, but it just makes it worse.
Yeah, you make it worse.
no.
And
Technically, swamp mud is good for your skin, I say, as a matter of factly.
he is not listening to you. He's just gone. The hag, you see the hag kind of looking at Hadriel pointedly. And Hadriel says, hang on. I will try and help you. I don't know how much help I'll be, but I'll certainly try. And he is going to try and lift Toreen. Where is Hadriel's stats? Oh, this will only go well. Oh, it did go well. Yeah, so he grabs Toreen's front and just kind of... And he cradles their butt and puts their paws over his shoulders. He's like, nothing to it. Nothing to it. Oh, you're heavy. Fuck.
I'd offer assistance, but I don't think I can reach your shoulders.
No, I don't think you can either. You're pretty short. Hey, Nightingale, I'm sorry. Again, could we maybe just crash at your place just for a minute? You know? And you can see Hadriel's knees are knocking. He is... Toreen, you're heavy. You're a heavy dog. Sure, you
big
go
puppy.
over and you kind of take some of the weight off. Hadriel kind of pushes Toreen's back into you, and you're just kind of holding this dog on its back, just the both of you. And the weight eases, but this is a dense dog. This is a heavy dog. You don't understand how this dog could be so heavy. But Hadriel goes, anyway, Nightingale. I can pay you. And he pulls out a gold piece. Actually, no.
Where the
He pulls
fuck?
out a silver
Sorry.
piece.
Where the heck did you get that?
Hadriel looks at you and goes, I mean, you didn't listen, the sheriff didn't pat me down that well, okay? I don't let no cop take everything from me. Are you crazy? And he looks over towards the sheriff and goes, no offense, man. But the sheriff, again, is not listening. He is in his own world.
Jeez, we need to get this guy to a mental hospital stat.
I mean, how would you feel if suddenly something grabbed you, you were paralyzed, and you suddenly aged?
I apologize, it wasn't my intention. I was just trying to see if I could communicate with them.
A nightingale just kind of sighs and says, come on. I suppose I can feed you all. It's the least I could do. And let me just grab everything. Fuck me.
Importance of picking a
And,
single
do
layer.
all It's
I look
hard,
Up,
okay?
I look up at Nightingale and I'm like, do you have any fish?
She looks at you and nods. I have a variety of foods, yes.
I like fish.
Thank you for feeding us.
Oh yeah, thank you.
My
She
head
looks at
just
you-
lolls on Hadriel's shoulders,
Yeah.
and I'm like
Uh.
looking kind of like dazedly at Shale.
Shale goes, man, that's rough.
Right?
You gonna be good, dog?
Maybe.
Oh, man. Man, you want me to go get you some worms? I can totally get you some worms. You want worms, man?
I dry heave on Hadriel's shoulders.
Technically it's Lizbit. It's Lizbit's shoulder.
I wrinkle my nose. Gross.
Listen, man, don't knock it till you try it, alright? I can find the best fucking worms this side!
Whatever you say.
Can I roll
Cool.
to try and understand the bird again?
Sure, roll animal handling.
Okie dokie. Let me just...
I mean, I'm gonna drop you in the
Please
mud.
don't be another 12! Okay, it was a 7. Wasn't a 12, but it was 7.
You can tell the bird is having a conversation with dog.
What's Shale saying?
Chip chip chew? Chip chip chee chew, chip chip chew. Caw! Caw!
Apparently he knows some dope worms on this side of wherever we are.
Oh, cool, we can use them to fish.
Caw! What are you all doing?
I'm just dazed.
Kind of following.
We're gonna follow
Alright,
the hag into the house.
Alright, so you're all moving towards the... You're all moving towards the house. What layer is that on? Fuck it.
It's on layer 69.
No, it's not. Alright, so you all
Nice.
follow the hag into her house, and it's really nice for what you were expecting. It smells of incense. The walls are made of real wood. There's rugs and carpets all over the floor. There's little
Wait, hold up.
hanging
With the
herbs.
distinction of real wood, is there fake plastic wood in this fantasy realm?
You don't know. Actually, go ahead and roll, what kind of roll would that be?
Probably perception.
Wouldn't that be wisdom?
No. It would be... Make a history roll.
That is a nat 20.
Ooh, shit.
Damn, son!
Unfortunately,
What
you're
the-
stupid. You have a -1. So, even with that, though, you think and you remember, yeah, some places have artificial wood. Some of them have, some of them are made of mud. Some of them are made of illusory magic that's sewn into the material to make it look more like wood. But you can smell the old sap and the bark, and you can even see little flakes of wood from where furniture probably rubbed against it. This is genuine wood.
Nice place you got here, miss.
Thank you. And she goes over to a little kitchen setup, and it's very cramped in here. You can tell this place was only built for maybe 2 or 3 people to live in. And
feel fine.
yeah. What have you? Yeah, you feel like this is cozy as shit. As far as you know, one of those is true, Toreen. Anyway, my mom just texted me, party! Anyway, you see, she snaps her fingers and a little wisp of flame flies out of her hand and into a wood stove.
Pretty
and starts
magic.
burning.
Ooh, fire.
Thank you. It's very basic magic, but it's very useful for what I do and for where I live. And she goes over and she opens some cupboards and she pulls out this really nice looking tea set. It's got silver etching, and you can do whatever you want, Lizbit. It may not be appreciated, but you could do it.
Do it.
You stick your hand in the fire.
Don't.
What do you do?
The door. I do nothing.
Okay. Yeah, so she... Go on. Raven, are you trying to say something?
Oh no.
Okay. So she goes and she puts this tea kettle that has silver embellishments, and she opens the top and she closes her hands together. And when she pulls them apart, again, you see these yellow markings spread from her eyes down her hands and face. And when she spreads her hands apart, you can see a sphere of water starting to form in her hands. And she kind of points it into the pot, and it flows into there. And then she closes the pot, and then she turns to look at all of you, and she gestures to a small table that only has 4 chairs, and she says, "Would you like to have a seat?"
I can lay on the floor.
I'm quite curious as to how you did that water thing.
It's a spell. It's create and destroy water.
Can you teach it?
I could with time. But I'm afraid I cannot have you all staying here. You pose a great danger to my home and to myself.
Okay.
So what are you all doing?
I sit on the floor next to Toreen.
Okay,
There was a table of
Hadriel
4
sets
chairs, right?
Toreen on the ground, and he goes over and he points and says, "Can I like borrow some of these blankets of yours?" And Nightingale reluctantly nods, and he snaps his fingers like aces. Love you, Marge. And he picks up a blanket and he
Squint in
drapes it over
confusion.
Toreen.
I'm just resting my head on my forepaws.
Yeah,
pat
you
his
do
head
not feel
gently.
good.
But
You're
my
at
hands are
that
still a little dirty.
Your hands are dirty. And she looks at you. She looks at all of you and sighs. Or Nightingale looks at all of you and sighs. And she holds her hand out And again, her markings light up, and you see the dirt and grime start to funnel off you as it goes,
Fancy.
and it disappears, and you are no longer filthy.
Frown.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a little sad that all your lovely dirt is gone, and Nightingale looks at Un and nods again.
Nightingale, I would like to inquire about those runes that you have all over your body, those markings.
As you're saying this, Hadriel is taking the sheriff and sitting him down and patting him and pinching his cheek.
Oh my-
And just making sure he's good. Continue. Sorry. And Nightingale again looks very perturbed by him. And you see her eyes kind of flicker with magic before she looks back at Un and says, "They are the markings of my patron."
Patron.
Like somebody who
Yes.
gives you money?
Are you perhaps a cleric?
She laughs. No, I want it
Are you
to
a
be, but
necromancer?
she looks very offended by that, says, "Absolutely not."
Boon, careful.
I said I'm sorry. I don't know what I am. Actually, I would like to
couldn't
make a
tell you.
guess.
Sure.
Am I a drow?
Nothing happens.
Good to know.
She looks back at Un and she says, "I am a warlock."
That's beautiful.
What's a warlock?
Warlocks are people who seek magic or power via contract with higher deities or people of higher magics.
I stroke my
Your
chin
friend.
and real quick I want to roll and see if I can sense a deity that I'm connected to. Where did I put my fucking dice?
Okay, sure. Roll Arcana.
5. God damn it. Come on,
You
man.
think- Okay, so you rolled a 5. That's Un. Fuck me. Sideways with a paddle, daddy. Excuse me.
Oh no.
What?
I'm sorry, okay? This is a very intense scene, and sometimes my brain, it just goes, okay? It goes to stupid places. It's fine, I'm asexual. Okay, so, you think, and, you hear, and you realize you're fucking starving, man. Holy shit.
I shake my head and I'm like, I thought I heard a frog, but nope, that's just my stomach.
Yeah. Yeah, you're hungry.
Sorry, it might have been
And,
mine too.
Yeah, yours
I pat
is
him on-
just making
I pat Toreen on the head a little bit.
their fur feels very soft, and it is very nice to touch. Nightingale frowns and nods, before turning back and getting back to work. Meanwhile, Hadriel, has somehow managed to set the table. And he takes one of the remaining chairs and, leans back and kicks his feet up on it. And you see Nightingale tense. And
Okay.
she looks back.
Can I make a perception roll on Hadriel?
Yeah, sure, go for it. Or is it perception or insight?
Actually, it might be insight as to whether or not they're a rogue.
Okay, that's gonna be general perception.
19.
Ooh. Not bad. Let's see here. 19 plus 3. Okay. So, you squint at Hadriel, and Hadriel looks at you and is like, hey, what's up? And, well, actually, you can't discern his facial features, but his body language is kind of like, sup, man? And you stare at him, and it's like, maybe? There's certain elements of it, but you quickly dismiss the thought.
Okay.
If that's what you heard, that's what you heard. Oh my god, please don't. There we go. If you want to voice these things out, Raven, you can.
I am a little bit suspicious of Hadriel.
And they look at you and they go, yeah, I'm a little suspicious about you too. You kind of just, popped out of the dog's neck, man. What gives with that?
I am on the same page as you. I have no knowledge of what has happened prior to us being in the prison. But
Wait, you were with us for the prison?
from what I remember,
They did come from my
I was
neck.
with you the whole time.
They kind of throw up their arms like, why didn't you say nothing? Or could you not?
I couldn't. To be honest, I'm still a bit confused of some things.
They kind of shrug and is like, okay, so you are... Who are you?
Boon.
Un?
Un.
Is that short for something? Un? I'm Hadriel, by the way.
Noted. It's just Un.
Hey, my name is Boon. It rhymes.
I love your name, Boon.
Thank you.
Cool. Alright. Un, do you know what happened back there with the poor sheriff? And he kind of tilts the sheriff's head up and makes him look towards you, and the sheriff shrugs and kind of gets out of his grasp like, stop that.
Don't. That's with the sheriff.
Unfortunately, I have no clue as to what I did, and I deeply and sincerely apologize. And actually, Nightingale, I was wondering if you had any idea what just happened.
She opens her mouth and then closes it again, and make an insight check.
6.
6 plus, what do you have? What do you have? Ooh, okay. So, you stare at her, and something shifts in her, but you can't quite tell what. And she blinks, and she suddenly jumps and is startled back, and she bumps into the wood stove, and she's like, "Who are all of you? How did you get in my house?
Oh boy.
Where did you all come from?"
Oh boy.
Can I make a perception roll on how... maybe that's insight. How old Nightingale is? Like...
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight.
17.
17 plus, where's your things? Okay. You look at her and wait, is this with your plus?
No, that's I did I have insight written down? I thought it was just.
Oh, that's right. You didn't have insight perception. I always get those confused. Sorry. So you look at her, and she seems pretty old, but you can tell she has a very sharp mind in general, as she's sizing you all up, and you kind of see her hand moving towards the stove, ready to grab the pot.
Ma'am, we mean no harm.
You invited us. Well, we asked if we could come in, and you let us.
Yeah. Are you okay? You good? Are you good, Miss Nightingale? And she looks and she slowly blinks, and she seems frustrated with herself as her hand slowly relaxes, and she's like, "Oh, yes, that's right. You were here looking for the boy. I'm sorry. What was it that you asked?"
You need help cooking dinner?
Do any of you? It would technically be. She kind of looks out the window. Second breakfast. All of you make a history check. And write it
Alrighty.
down in the chat, please.
Okay.
Motherfucker, I got another 12!
Your
18.
dice likes 12, and you may want to switch that up.
I don't have any other dice.
Well, you're getting some for your birthday, so there you go.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe
Yep.
from multiple people.
Oh, good lord.
Switch the
Do I need to
hand that
tell?
you're
Do I
rolling
need to
with.
tell my mom to double the recipe? We're making yellow curry for dinner.
Ooh. Sounds
Well,
Maybe.
delicious.
So I'll message you my address later.
Okay, yeah. Everyone here, well, let me just check, Lizbit's shit. Lizbit has a +2 to history. Okay, yeah, everybody here knows that the time for this world is 38 hours. So generally you eat every 6 or 8 hours, so there's first breakfast, second breakfast, and then either a big lunch or 2 lunches, and then 1 or 2 dinners, depending on the size. So it's not uncommon to hear first breakfast, second breakfast.
Strong. What was? That's Lord of the Rings, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. I forgot about that. I've never
I was
read
about
Lord
to
of
say,
the Rings.
is this lady a hobbit?
No, she's pretty
Hobbit?
tall.
A bunny.
Yeah, I've never read Lord of the Rings. Rings. Anyway, yeah, so this is second breakfast to her. It's very early in the morning. Well, semi-early in the morning. It's, second morning.
So, would you like
Okay.
some help cooking food?
What do you know how to cook?
Fish.
I don't generally keep fresh fish.
Well, we
I
can go
have.
catch some. Shale said that he knows a good places to get some worms.
And you hear from outside. Yeah, the fuck I do. Oh wait, no, only Tork hears this. Yeah, the fuck I do.
He
You
is
just hear,
awfully sure of
"Chip
the words
two."
he finds.
She looks at you and nods, and if you would like.
I hop to my feet and head back out the door. And I pause at the door and I'm like, oh wait, do you have a fishing rod I could borrow?
She gestures towards one. You see it easily. along with a couple of others next to some. You look outside this. I can't draw on that layer. Excuse me. You look at this back door over there, and you can see outside some of the windows that there's a little drying rack with fish and a fishing pole. So I
Alrighty,
assume
so
you go out and grab it?
Yeah, I go out and grab one of the fishing poles and I head over to the water again and
Which way do you go? Do you go this way or this way?
towards the grave looking things you got on there.
Okay, you do that. You pass the shade of a large willow, and you do see them. There are several little headstones.
I pause to read them.
Languages do you know? What languages do you know? Did I write down languages? I must have. You can't read them.
I furrow my brow and turn and stomp back off to the water, happy that I have mud on my shoes again.
Yeah, you're happily stomping along, getting mud.
I feel very, like, for some reason, I don't know why, but I feel so at home here.
Miss Nightingale, you might have to clean them off when they come back inside next time. Like you did before.
It won't be an issue. Goblins are often a little dirty.
Oh,
It's just their
damn!
nature. You didn't hear this, therefore you don't know.
I don't know it.
And
But
I can do
here's the
roll
question.
again.
Did Shale hear it?
No, Shale fluttered over towards them, but make an insight check.
Me?
No, Toreen.
9.
I admit, I did have a feeling that it might have been a goblin based on what you mentioned to us about the goblins in your world.
It was a very brief post.
Yes, I know.
9 insight. Oh, that's Boon. Fuck me. I wish this app had better organization. Insight. Yeah, you don't notice anything until oh wait, no, with the 10, you start to see the signs of her eyes glazing over and her looking lost. And then again, she looks at all of you, startled, and says, "Who are you?
Ma'am?
How did you get in my..."
Ma'am? Everything's okay.
Perhaps it's time for you to rest. We'll take care of the food.
Food? What food? And she stares at all of you, and then her eyes kind of hollow out with horror, and then she nods again. She's like, right, that's right. I invited you all into my house. You were looking for...
Nana's kid.
What were you looking for? Nana. Who is Nana? The boy, that's right, the gifted one. You need to stop asking me these questions about yourself. The more you do, the more I forget, and I cannot have another episode like this. I don't have anyone to take care of me if my memories slip.
I understand.
Hadriel goes, yeah, we totally understand. And
I
again,
just nod my head
totally
weakly from the floor.
And you do that, and she turns her back to you and gets back to cooking. The sheriff, meanwhile, looks at everybody and is going, "This is way above my pay grade."
Oh my god.
Wait.
By the way, should I roll to see how well I do?
Yeah. Roll. Oh, what is fishing? Roll.
Wouldn't that be animal handling?
Yeah, roll animal handling.
All right, I got a 2 because I rolled earlier for it and I got a 2.
Yeah. You, you got something, you start yanking up on the pole, and, it's, some trousers.
I wrinkle my nose and I set the trousers next to me and I try again.
Okay, you try again.
Is there by chance a window that we can see Boon through?
Yeah, you can, let me just put this here, put that there, change up my brush size so you can all actually see it.
My second
Do
roll was a
this.
10, by the way.
10 plus 3, you cannot see that. Yeah, you see, there's a window right here. It's a very small window, where, Nightingale's cooking. So you can kind of see through that, and you can kind of see Boon. And you see Boon, fish up, a medium-sized fish. It's good enough for, like, a meal.
I bonk the fish on the head to kill it and I set it next to me.
How do you bonk the fish on the head?
Just like a swift fucking punch.
Alright, you punch the fish in the head, roll for punch.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
You roll a d20.
D20, alrighty. I got a fucking 1!
You go to punch the fish. This fish has had it, and oh, fuck! Sploop. Goes back in the water.
Oh, no!
Can I roll to see if I get a second win so I can go help them fish?
I look really dejected, but I swing out the fishing rod again. I'm determined to catch a fucking fish.
Round 3. Roll Constitution with disadvantage.
Me?
No,
Tork.
Toreen.
Fuck.
That would be a 14.
Ooh, 14, and I believe you have a pretty good con. Where is Toreen? Toreen is... Oh, yeah. So... You heft yourself up, give yourself a shake, and... Yeah, you're on all fours. You're a little bit wobbly, but you're up.
So I walk out, and while saying, I'm going to go help them. They look like they need it.
Okay, buddy. Let us know if you get
I'd like to
faint.
help as well.
Okay.
Follow
Both
Toreen.
Liz. Alright. Which door do you go out of?
I go out the north door.
Okay, you got the north door. You pass the graveyard. Do you want to look at it?
I'm going to
Following
look at it
Toreen,
and
so I
take a
got
whiff
the
at the
same
same
door.
time. Because, dog.
Okay.
Schneef.
Roll a
Follow Toreen out
d20.
the back door.
Okay, and you see the same thing. Some
That
graves.
is a 19.
Ooh, 19 plus. Okay. You smell it. These are some old graves. You can smell remnants of offerings, an old orange, something that smells sweet, maybe some sort of pastry. And you can smell Nightingale has been here, along with a couple other scents.
Do
But they
either of those
smell much
scents sound
older.
familiar?
Ah, yes. Hearing smells.
Hearing the smells, yes. No, none of these smells smell familiar. And they're too old for you to get any distinction from them.
I may go a tad nose blind, sniffing the graves.
Okay, so Lizbit, you see Toreen just going to town on these graves, just wiping their ever-changing muzzle across it, trying to figure out what's that smell? What's that smell? Kind of like a dog that's found that one patch of grass that all the other dogs have peed in.
Yeah.
He's just going.
Hey, I would like to look at the words engraved on the tombstones.
Okay, so you look at the graves. What language do you speak? Well, yeah, you can read these graves.
Fuck, yay.
Yeah, you can tell, roll a d20 for me.
Bouncy.
Don't see it?
You
explain that one.
Huh?
Just randomly said bouncy.
Yeah, because we heard the dice bouncing around.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can't quite tell how you know this language, but you definitely know it, and you can read "Here lies fallen brethren Cade. May he ride the wind swiftly upon the ace." And you see the taller grave that Toreen is just ferociously sniffing at. Here lies. What does it say?
Smells so interesting.
Here lies Macchiato. Macchiato Nightingale. Beloved wife. Equal to Nightingale Margarine. Excuse me, Margarine Nightingale. That's how it would be read. So here lies Macchiato Nightingale. Equal beloved to Margarine Nightingale, the healer which healed the broken. And you see the tiniest grave. Here lies beloved Charlie Nightingale, gone too soon, but forever loved. And you see a couple of others, but one of them says, here lies Frank. And here lies Maiden.
The dice box on Discord died, so now we can't use Frank anymore.
Yeah. So you read all of these. What do you do?
Thing.
You do nothing?
I wait for Toreen to stop sniffing so we can go help Boon.
Toreen, you done?
I'm just completely nose blind. I'm going to need to be whipped out of this.
Okay.
I grabbed Toreen by the supposed scruff. Start to drag them along towards Boon.
Make a strength check.
Oh fuck, it's a 3.
Actually, no, it'd be acrobatics though. Still, you grab it and you try and lift up, and their skin is really loose. Like it's really loose. And Toreen, you kind of just shake them off and go back to sniffing.
This is gonna be a very poor decision, but can I slap them out of it?
Sure, roll attack.
You and slapping.
Also, Boon, make a perception check.
A perception check?
Yeah.
I got a 16.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, she rolled double digits.
I haven't rolled double digits. It's just been a fucking 12.
She rolled a second
Lizbit,
double digit.
Cool. You try to slap Toreen, and bap! You see their flesh, which is currently in the form of a fucking greyhound, just kind of it's wobbly, and Toreen, you kind of feel it, but it's like, man, this grave smells good. You can kind of get that smell. It smells like honeysuckles, man. You're getting it. What else is in this grave, man?
Dog is dog.
Boon, as you're fishing, you see something. Through there, you see something flicker over here, and go this direction.
I squint at it, and I don't really do much else. I just kind of look over in that direction.
It's weird, but you could have sworn you kind of saw a face. But as you look at it, it's just like this like little bundle of leaves caught in the wind, and they just go over in this direction.
I stand up and cautiously take just a few steps forward. Like, not super duper close, but, you know, about 5 feet.
So you go here.
Yeah.
You don't see it.
I frown and sit back down and try to catch a fucking fish.
Okay, make an animal handling check. Lizbit, what are you gonna do?
Fuck, 2.
I like to swing a leg over Toreen's back, like I'm about to ride them like a horse. My arms
How
around
tall
the
are
neck,
you?
trying to pull back. I'm 5'5".
And I'm on all
Okay,
fours, so...
Defeat.
This roll for grappling.
Please let this, please.
Let me figure out what a grappling
15.
roll is. Toreen, do you want to try and break out of this?
I'm just really nose blind and just trying to break out of whatever's happening without realizing it.
Alright, you're gonna make a strength check.
I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
What'd you do? What did you do?
That's a nat 20.
Oh yeah, you feel something get on you, and you buck your hips back up, and Isla, you are sent flying. So you were here, you go 1, 2, 3. You are flown 15 feet away from them. They are strong.
I look
You
over
land
and I'm like,
on your
hey,
tang.
if you guys, what the heck are you guys doing?
Toreen's stuck in the graves.
Meanwhile,
I
fucking
shout over and I'm like, Toreen, come help me fish.
For some reason, this shocks me out of it, and I just go, woof!
you go, huh?
Oh,
Like dogs do. They're like, what? Okay.
okay. Just plod along after them.
It's like, what's up, guys?
I smile at Lizbit and I give her a thumbs up.
Them.
I give them a thumbs up.
Thank you.
Okay. So all 3 of you go fishing?
Yeah.
Okay, only one of you has a rod.
I dive in like dogs do after a fish I see.
Okay, so first roll perception.
19.
Okay, yeah, you see a fish, and you dive in,
And I try
roll
and bite it.
strength. Okay, first roll strength.
I'm gonna assume that's gonna make a giant splash, so I'm
13.
gonna put up my hands and back away.
I don't do
Okay.
anything. I just take the water.
Oh yeah, you're fine. Lizbit, you did get a little bit wet. 13, yeah. You swim and roll for bite attack.
What was the stats on that again?
Well, first you have to roll to hit.
Yeah, I rolled an 11.
11. Yeah, so okay, you huff and you come up and you have a flopping fish in your mouth. It's kind of smacking you in the face.
Yay! Good dog.
Now do I roll for damage?
Sure, roll for damage.
That's a 6.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
Fish is
Jesus
very
Christ.
dead.
So you say, oh, good job, and Toreen clamps down, and fish guts come out, and it splits in half.
Oh,
Well, I guess we have 2 halves of a fish to cook.
You have a mouthful of blood. It's delicious.
I laugh at my lips.
Yep.
I cringe. I cringe.
Do you eat the fish?
No,
Okay.
I will
You
leave the
have-
other halves for dinner.
Alright, who's gonna collect it from Dog, who doesn't have opposable thumbs?
I
I-
will walk up and gingerly grab the 2 halves of the fish,
You do it. It's
kind of
slimy.
holding it with like 2 fingers.
Okay, you do that. The fish head gives a couple more before going still. Meanwhile, in the cabin, the fucking hag has made everybody tea. She hesitantly offers it to Un.
Raven.
Uh-oh.
Raven.
Did we lose Raven?
Did she have a break? Raven?
Okay, hold on. Sorry.
Okay,
was, like,
are
in
you
the-
doing okay?
Yeah, I was just like in
Negotiating.
badly.
Sorry.
Surprised. The thing got
Okay.
taken out of the house. I've done the same.
Okay, so Nightingale has offered you tea.
I appreciate the tea.
Do you
Thank
take
you.
it?
Yes, I take it.
Roll a d20.
Just for dexterity.
Yeah, roll dexterity.
May I speak out of character really quickly, just to inform you?
Sure.
Like I apologize. I'm really shaking for some reason. I don't like this stuff happens out of nowhere. Like I'm shaking and dissociating a lot right now. But I'm okay. I'm listening to everything. It's just I go in and out every now and then.
Okay. Let me know if I need to redirect my attentions.
Okay, everything's okay. I rolled a 12.
You manage to grab onto the cup, and it's kind of a struggle.
Oh no.
You have to really concentrate on the cup. But it's delightfully warm. And Nightingale nods as the sheriff is tentatively sipping at his tea. He's making a face like he fucking hates it. And Gabriel is looking at it. Or not Gabriel, Hadriel is looking at it.
I know I'm not in the room, but I would love to hear a description of the sheriff's reaction to a floating teacup.
Oh, let's see if he notices it. He does not notice it. He's very transfixed on his tea. Meanwhile, Hadriel looks at his tea and kind of just smiles at the hag. And Aaron, you see him pull out a flask.
Oh,
He's like, I'm good. I don't drink tea. You know, it's just like, it's kind of bleh. And the hag looks at him, and she has this not only offended look, but you can see her seething under her skin as she looks at Hadriel.
Nightingale.
Who has,
Same.
yeah. And, roll insight for me.
Me?
Yes.
15.
Oh, you have no idea. 15. Oh, what is your insight? Okay. Nightingale is getting furious, almost murderously so. And you look at Hadriel, and Hadriel is amused by her anger. He's got... You can't really tell, because his facial features won't settle, but just like, for some odd reason, your eyes are trained, and you can see his body language is like, come at me, bitch. Do it. Say something.
That's... Am I allowed to say that's enough?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Because from the moment I was conscious of what was happening, Hadriel, we are...
Scratch, scratch, scratch.
I think you cut out. I'm good.
Raven,
My
are
cat-
you okay?
My cat pooped. It stinks.
That's unfortunate. Raven, are you okay? We couldn't quite hear what you
Fucking
said.
stinks.
My audio. Do you want to just write out what you said? Uh-oh.
Go.
There we go. We can hear you.
Okay, I apologize. I
lied.
was just saying that. Just really quickly so that I know of that I'm saying the right thing. I'm sorry, I know this is probably not typical, but could you restate again what happened between Hadriel and Nightingale, please?
From your perspective, because you didn't make the insight check, if you want to make the insight check real quick, but so far you can tell that, Nightingale is mad about something, and Hadriel's kind of just chillaxing in his seat.
Yeah. Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead.
16.
16 plus... by the way, Tork, are we still recording?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, good. 16 plus... Fuck, 4. Yeah, you see pretty much the same thing that Hadriel sees. You see, Nightingale becoming enraged and furious, like she's been slighted, and you see that, Hadriel is challenging and being smug and disrespectful.
Mm-hmm. And that's where I would say... Sorry, hold on. That's where I would say, like, Hadriel, stop it. We are guests in this house. I don't know what's going on, but this needs to stop.
They kind of look at you, and you can see their eyes through the mask. They have 2 blue eyes. 2 perfectly blue eyes, and they, you can't really see their facial expression because it's weird. It's kind of like those AI generated images where they can't quite nail the facial features. But even with that, he kind of just grins at you, and it's both charming as it is kind of gross. And he says, "All right, sorry, I just don't like tea, you know? Who knows what's in it? Could be poison." And he takes a sip of whiskey. Or of his flask.
It very well could be whiskey.
It could be. You don't know what's in that flask.
So while this is all going on, I'm going to try and dive for another fish. Extra big meal.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna roll to see if I catch one.
Alright, both of you make animal Well, Toreen, you're gonna make perception. Boon, you're gonna make animal handling.
18.
6.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what was...
Yeah.
I think that's actually a 21 because of the +3.
Oh, sorry. Hang on, what was your original? I wrote 6 because I was thinking of
6?
His was 18.
Okay.
Yeah, Toreen, you see a nice juicy fish, but it is fuck me sideways with a paddle.
I'm gonna switch to Google Dice Roller, see if I can get any
It's
better luck
over
with
here.
that.
It's in a deeper section of water. You still going for it?
Risking it for the chocolate biscuit.
All right, you go
Ooh, that's
in, make
dangerous.
a strength save. Because you suddenly feel the water trying to pull you down.
19.
19. Oh yeah, you heft yourself up before diving down. Go ahead and make an attack. You
Try not
Boon.
to break the fish in half, I shouted him. Them.
Yeah, Boon, you managed to fish up a small fish.
That is an 11.
11 plus fucking. What is your
Boon, can
attack?
I take a turn with the fishing rod?
I unhook the little fish and hand it to Lizbit. Sure, hopefully you have better luck than me, I say dejectedly.
Yeah, so you clamp down on this fish, the fish is yours, and you swim back up to the surface and start making your way towards the shore.
Well, while hearing what Boon said, can I make that attack roll with disadvantage?
You would take a penalty, so -4, but even still, you managed to get it.
No, I meant the not biting so hard that chomps in half.
Yeah, so when you're going for a non-lethal attack... What the shit is that sound?
Aaron!
I'm
that-
sorry.
Don't drag the headphones across anything, it will pick it up. I know this from experience with those headphones, don't do it.
Headphones are too good now.
Yeah, so whenever you're going for either a non-lethal attack or a precision attack, you take usually take like a -4 to your entire roll.
Hmm.
So even with that, you rolled a what'd you say you rolled?
11?
11, 7, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, even then you get a 15, and you manage to not kill the fish. It's still wriggling in your fucking mouth. It's a big fish, too. It's good for 2 people.
As Toreen's coming out of the water, I'm gonna go up to it and cast the fishing rod.
Okay, you step up to the plate and roll for animal handling.
9.
What was that? Oh, fuck. Yeah, you cast your line out, and, much like, Boon, you pick up a small fish. Good enough for maybe half of a meal. It's a good little
Guess
side piece.
neither of us are good at fishing.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. How many people do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7.
You have a lot
We
of
have
mouths,
8
but you can
people.
surmise that. Yeah, so, but like Nightingale's cooking, you can probably surmise that she's making enough food for all of you.
I look at
Plus
the others
I'm
and
little.
go, as I drop the fish a little further away from the water so it doesn't flop back in, I
Okay.
look at the others.
It's in the mud.
It's okay.
Hold it in
She'll be
place
able to
a
clean
little
it.
bit.
I look at the others and go, I think we have enough food now.
I would just like to point out that I was, by sitting on the ground, I mean, like, I was straight up sitting on the ground with my legs sticking out, so my ass
Yeah,
is
you're-
just... I am just covered in mud.
You are very happy that you were covered in mud.
Yes, I am. I am content.
Okay.
I offer a hand to Boon to help her stand up from the mud, because I assume it's slippery.
I
Okay.
take their hand. It's also covered in mud.
Fine.
I'm a very dirty goblin, apparently.
You don't know
So,
you're a goblin.
I know, I don't know that I'm a goblin yet.
so as they're getting up, I'm going to dash to the closest door, which I think is the north door, and just stick my head in and go, Miss North Door.
Oh, okay.
Miss, we might need your cleaning spell here in a minute.
What the fuck is her name? Nightingale looks up from where she is apparently making some sort of like potato soup, and she looks over at you, sees how a wet dog,
I'm just sticking my head in. I'm not actually in the house.
and she nods and she's like, "Of course, of course." Was fishing plentiful?
Very.
No, I say,
Very for
coming
me.
up from behind him.
Okay.
Also come up carrying the fish.
Okay. I'm getting mixed results.
Very for me, not so much for them.
I lost a
I
fish
see.
that slapped me in the face.
They will do that. What are you trying to say, Raven?
Sorry, I wasn't speaking.
Gotcha. She, again uses, go ahead and make an Arcana check, all of you.
Google.
17.
Oh.
16!
17.
Nat 20.
Ooh,
Damn,
shit.
son!
Everyone... What is your Arcana, Lizbit? Oh, you got pretty good Arcana, +4. Yeah, so you all see her use this spell, and again, the moisture and the filth kind of comes off you, and you realize this is a cantrip called, Prestidigitation.
That's a big
I'm
word.
sorry, can you say that again, but 3 times fast?
Prestidigitation, Prestidigitation, Prestidigitation.
Impressive.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed digitation.
It's a cantrip useful for, like, household cleaning. It can, Aaron, Raven, Boon, excuse me, Augusteen, Toreen, Boon, and Raven. Would Hadriel know this? Hadriel would know this. Hadriel's not Hadriel. You know that this is like a common cleaning spell that a lot of people know. It's a cantrip, so it doesn't cost any of your magic or your spell slots. But it's used for like everyday cleaning, getting rid of filth, making filth. What else can it do? I gotta look it up. But it's basically a good cleaning spell. It's a utility spell for sure.
Interesting. I rub my chin.
Can you teach
This is
me
just
that
all-
one though? Because I feel like we're gonna need it.
You can probably pick up a spell scroll. It's generally a spell that you can learn within a week or so. Learning a new spell is generally, it's time consuming. It's learning a new discipline, figuring out how the magic flows through your body.
Woof.
She looks at. Are you okay? For our lovely listeners at home, Lizbit has stabbed herself with a pencil. Themself.
It was right in that little like fleshy part between fingers.
Ooh,
Just golf claps.
I can't pick up my microphone. How much time do we have left, Toreen?
were we going for a 2-hour or 3-hour?
Depends. How's everyone feeling?
Pretty darn
Well
good.
done.
I'm good for another hour.
I miss DJ though.
Yeah. I mean, what are you talking about? He's right here. Hey guys. How's it going?
Raven,
I'm DJ.
are you good
I'm
for?
typing it.
Okay.
I'm over here playing Hadriel. Hi guys.
Your voice sounds weird. Are you okay?
Yeah, man, I just got a little bit of a cold. I tried this thing called estrogen. It's wild.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's gonna watch this stream and just
Oh yeah.
Die.
Absolutely.
I am
yeah.
awarding I am awarding DJ a point of inspiration for estrogen. And yes, I am rewarding myself with my own joke. But I'm not going to be able to use it because it'll be DJ's.
Yep.
Anyway. Okay, so.
So we got 1 hour, 10 minutes.
Gotcha. Very noted.
Yeet.
So, you all. I'll say you all come in after, fucking. What's her face cleans you with her magic, and she takes the
Mrs.
fish
What's-her-tits.
from you. Huh?
It's just Mrs. What's her tits?
Her tits are not in their prime anymore, so.
Mrs. What's her bags?
I will take inspiration from you. You will feel my ire, okay? There's nothing wrong with having saggy bags, okay?
I'm
It's
not
gonna
saying
be
there
us
is.
one day.
I'm not saying there is, man. There's nothing wrong with having baggy tits.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, Nightingale takes the fish from you guys and starts cooking it on a cast iron skillet, and it smells pretty good. She's throwing in some fantasy rosemary and salt.
Wolfie, are you dying over there?
Say it out loud, you coward.
Nothing wrong with a good gilf.
A what? No. No. Stop that. No, all of you are going to horny jail. I will make that a place you can all go to, and you'll have to fight the horny reaper, and you will die.
We're sorry.
I'm not.
Hey, go.
I'm good.
You sure?
I have an asthmatic cough. Laugh.
I will type it out. I will not say it out loud.
I can guess what it is if you know what a DILF and a MILF is.
Man, I love frogs.
You do okay. Moving on. Anyways, what are you all doing? Oh, Raven.
I'd come on, man. I'm currently just watching Nightingale cook. I'm a little distraught that I'm no longer covered in mud.
Okay. You go on.
No, I'm just saying that I seem to have taken a liking to Nightingale, so I'm kind of staying close to them while also keeping an eye on Hadriel.
Okay, so you're kind of sitting in the corner of the room, watching Nightingale skillfully cook, and
Can I make
she,
an insight check
on who?
on Hadriel on whether or not he's a wanted criminal?
sure.
What was my insight again? Back to note. That'll be an 18.
18. I'm so sorry. I gotta
Nice.
stop doing that.
That was weak.
I'm not aiming to be strong, okay? I'm a generally disgusting person, and I like to just keep talking when I do gross shit, okay? Because I just want to keep, I don't know why. You've seen me do it.
Yes.
You'll come to know it. Anyway, insight +1. It was,
It
you
was
said it was an 18?
18 total.
Okay, you can't really tell. You can tell he has, like, street smarts. But as for wanting criminal without the context of it or what they even look like, out of everybody, they have the least, distinguishing features, but, why don't you make me a history check?
That is a nat 20.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
My dice love me.
Now you just jinxed it.
I'll just use the other d20 then.
Now you jinxed that one too.
Counter jinx. I have a soda.
Darn. You got me there.
Okay, so, you look at Hadriel, and there's something off about them. You could have sworn, and then they look at you, and you can actually see them smile, and you suddenly don't remember what you were looking for.
Oh, fuck.
Can I
Something wrong,
see if I can,
Poochie? You
since I've
good,
been looking?
Toreen? Go ahead, Raven.
Sorry, I was just gonna say,
You're okay.
may I roll, if possible, to see if I notice that, since I'm trying to be observant of both, like I'm trying to like stay close to Nightingale and be observant of Hadriel.
Yeah, roll insight.
Ooh, I got a 19.
Nice.
Plus. What is your bonus? Bonus for insight. Ugh. Okay, yeah. You notice they are doing some shady shit, and as you watch this exchange between them, you visibly see Toreen kind of lax, like immediately, kind of relax, like they've kind of been, swooned.
God damn.
Them sneaky
Can I
weapons.
call it out?
You can do what you want with this information.
Hadriel, I
Sup?
just noticed you did.
What I do?
To be honest, I'm not too sure, but I saw something. That I know for a fact.
You're gonna have to be more specific. Did you see a hair come out of place? Did you
Yeah, you
like,
gray hair, I say, pointing to his head.
what did you
Toreen,
say?
are you okay?
I asked if I said that Hadriel has a gray hair. Even though, I obviously can't see what his hair color is. I'm just making a random comment. Just to, see if I can get a rise out of him.
He grins at you and says, "Not as many as you got, sweetheart."
I try and
Anyway.
take a look at my hair.
Yeah, your hair is white.
My
Your hair is
white.
a solid sheet of white.
Huh. That's pretty.
Yeah.
I flip
It's a-
my hair.
It smacks into Nightingale, and she kind of gets startled, and she looks at you with a dirty look, and she says, "Please don't. I'd rather there not be any hair in the food. You have long hair."
I lower my head just a little bit, and I'm like, "I'm sorry."
It's okay. And she goes back to cooking, seemingly trying to ignore the conversation that's happening behind her.
I asked Toreen if they're okay.
Can I make a
Toreen,
perception roll on the hag really quick? Or on Nightingale?
is it perception or insight?
I don't know what this falls under.
What are you trying to perceive about her versus what are you trying to tell about her?
Are they trying to ignore the conversation so that they don't end up having another one of their episodes?
Yeah, so that's going to be an insight, and Boon just figured out that their hair was white.
Sweet. That wasn't one of the hints, though. I think you said pink hair.
No, it was one of the hints.
Oh, okay. Well, then I didn't read it properly.
It was
Don't
the
mind
first
me.
hint
White,
under yours.
pink, and then brown with white.
No, it was brown with pink highlights.
That is
Yeah,
19 plus 1, so 20.
Yeah, you can tell that she's trying not to flip her lid, and she's just generally focusing on the task.
Let's discuss this another time, shall we?
Listen, we can talk now. Is something wrong? I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes. It's just...
I agree that we should talk about this in a more suitable time.
All right, man.
Still holding the
Hey,
fish.
Nightingale, do you need some help? And she kind of tenses up, and she looks back at them and quirks an eyebrow, like, really? And they hold up their hands, and they're like, I'm honest. I just want to help. It's gotta be hard cooking for a lot of people, right? She's gonna make an inside check. She nods. No, she's taken the fish out of your hand, Lizbit.
Okay.
The hag nods and she says, by all means, unless you're going to poison the food. And you hear Hadriel suck in through his teeth like, I deserve that one. Yeah.
I chuckle.
I won't be
Are you gonna poison the food?
No, I'm not gonna poison the food. I'm gonna help cook it. I mean, I could poison the food if I do terribly. I don't know if I can cook.
Please don't destroy my fish.
If possible, may I help as well?
I can smell the food to make sure it's not poison.
See? The dog
I
can
can
totally
gut
do
the
it.
fishes.
Go sit down in
Nightingale.
a chair.
Okay, you go sit down in a chair by the sheriff, and the sheriff is knocked the fuck out. He's sleeping in his seat.
He got sweepy sweep.
Oh yeah, he was exhausted. So Boon, you're gonna make a skill check for gutting fish to see if you destroy this shit. Boon, how exactly are you going to help?
That's why I'm asking if I can, because I don't want anything to slip. My hands, my grasp.
I got a 9.
You got a 9. Based on your nature, you do an okay job. You definitely ruin more meat than you save, but at the end of the day, fish is fish, man.
If anything, can I keep observing? Like, just keep, like, being there just because I'm very suspicious of Hadriel?
Sure, you can continue sitting where you are. Nightingale takes the slightly damaged fish and gives Boon a nod as she puts it in the frying pan.
I sniff what wasn't saved, and go to gobble it up.
Okay, you eat it.
I bap him on the nose. No,
Okay,
bad. Don't
you
do
try
that.
to eat it. Do you want to try and brute force your way into eating it?
No, I just shy away with one paw covering the nose.
You don't want to eat guts. At least
You
not
don't-
uncooked.
But I'm
I
a
mean,
dog.
Boon. Yeah, Boon, make a nature check.
Nature check.
Yeah.
All right, Google. 12. Fuck.
Yeah. The curse continues. Yeah, you generally.
At least it's not a low number.
It's not
Yeah,
a high number either.
Generally, it's okay for dogs to have fish, and you know that a lot of humans and pet owners usually give the scraps of the animals that isn't bones to their pets. But it depends on the breed. But judging by the size of Toreen, it's probably not going to kill them.
I grumble, fine, just don't choke on the bones.
Actually, you find the fish equally tasty. You kind of want to eat the guts too.
I jump forward as they say fine and just gobble it all up.
Okay, you. Do you want to try and take some of the guts away?
No, I resist, and I'm just like,
Okay, Toreen gets some fish heads and some delicious guts and
Wait,
some
can I just
actual
take-
pieces of fish.
Can I take, how big are the tiny fish? Because I kind of just want to, like, take a bite of one of them.
They're about the size of like a small rat.
Alright, I'm
Maybe,
just
like-
gonna take one of the little fish and just be like, hey, can I just... I'm gonna give it a little nibble.
Okay. Okay, you take a bite and it's a pretty good flavor. It's a little bit salty and you taste the blood, but it's not foul. And it's kind of good. You definitely think it's bland. It needs seasoning.
I shake my head and I'm like, this needs... It's good. Like, this is what I'm thinking that this is good, but it needs something. It's missing something.
The hag is kind of looking at you, kind of disgusted, and nods. I would imagine. So
I'm
you are
going to say, goblins be as goblins be.
What? What'd you say?
Nothing.
I frown at him and I'm like, don't test me, dog.
I just snap my jaw at her playfully, like,
it's a little in. Yeah, you snap at her playfully. With the
I stick
face
my
of a
tongue out at
fucking.
him.
You stick your tongue out, and you continue sticking your tongue out, and you continue sticking your tongue out, and you can notice that you can touch your chest with your tongue.
I hold it up in front of my face and I just kind of like wiggle my tongue around.
The hag sees this and says, "Stop that. That is very inappropriate." You just see this long appendage coming out of the mouth area of this thing, and it's too long. It's about 6 inches.
Oh, good God. I retract my tongue and I'm like...
You do, and it sits... And you notice how it slides down your throat and then just kind of settles there comfortably.
I wipe spit off of my face.
Yeah. You do that.
Dude, what did you say? I'm a goblin?
You want it?
I said nothing.
As you say that, you feel a large section of your mask crack. And you guys see, the vague features of a goblin, mainly the pointed ears, but you also see the features of a tiefling. You see that she has these massive horns. They aren't like thick, but they're thin. They spiral back towards her back area, actually, towards the small of her back, and you see a little wire tail behind them.
Oh, so I'm like, am I half tiefling, half goblin?
As far as they can tell, yeah. And as you stare at them longer, you notice they have these bright pupilless, these bright yellow eyes with cat slits in them. And as Boon smiles, you can now all see rows upon rows of sharp teeth.
Oh my god!
All this with white hair.
Toreen, you were holding her hand.
They are as cute as they are visceral, and they kind of border on that thing of just uncannily cute and eldritchly horrifying.
Up to Boon and just kind of cup her face and be like, "This is so weird, but so interesting."
She's
just
got.
Go, thank you. With my cheek so squished over. Thank you, I think.
I'm just sitting where I am in awe.
You're sitting as the form of this comes into play. You can't quite tell too many details. You can tell they have a dark purplish skin, long flowing white hair. You can't quite tell the color of, say, like their horns or what they're wearing exactly, because their outfit keeps switching from a maid's outfit, a milkman's outfit, a hobo outfit. And the same thing goes with their equipment.
So I'm a hermit.
You can't
I'm gonna
tell.
let go of her face, pat her on the head, and then go back to my chair.
Okay,
I very
so
happily just take another small nibble of the fish.
the hag has taken it away from you at this point and is cooking it.
I scowl and I'm very upset now. And now, where is Shale, by the way? I totally forgot about Shale.
Shale has just been on your shoulder, just kind of hanging there.
Alrighty,
Being
I'm gonna
like,
take Shale off my
chewed.
shoulder and just hold him in my lap.
Can I make a guess real
Ooh.
quick?
Go ahead.
Am I part German Shepherd?
You think that, and you don't notice anything happen. I'm gonna let you know right now, your breed of dog is a little hard to figure out. Like, I had to Google this shit.
Ooh, are you a Mexican dog? Solo squinkle?
I know one that would be
What?
hard to figure out that's also huge.
What's that?
Malamute?
I don't know what that is.
So the answer is no.
It's a big sheep herding dog.
It's a big fluffy boy.
And somebody send me a picture of this thing.
Give me a moment.
So as you're doing that, Lizbit, my bad. Nightingale starts, serving everybody food, and it's a nice, where'd you put it? What's happening? Where am I? Excuse me. Lizbit, fuck me! Nightingale starts,
Easy to kill.
offering everybody food. It is a fried fish with some veggies, and the main ingredient is close, but no. The main thing is a close, but no. Seems to be like a potato and beet stew, and she offers it to everybody. When she offers it to Hadriel, she kind of gives them a nod, and they they suddenly offer their hand out. And they say,
Bastard cat won't use the damn scratch and toast.
Dude, same.
Augustine, you hear what they
Yes?
say. To them, they just sounds like, but to your ears, you hear, truce over silence. I won't be here long. And the hag responds with a and you hear so long as you cause no harm. And she shakes their hand before offering them the food, and they politely take it, minus the tea. And when Nightingale gets over to Un, she hesitantly offers you a plate.
I try to take it.
I gotta stop doing that. Make a dexterity check.
Okay, thank the gods.
15?
15?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to hold on to it. It's, again, you have to really focus on it. But yeah, you have it. Do you try and eat?
If you want to just...
Am I not able to?
There we go. Do you try and eat?
Yes.
Okay, so you pick up a spoon, and it smells delicious. And when you take a bite, you don't taste anything. You hear, and you look down, and there's soup on the floor.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
I walk over and lap it up.
It tastes
Toreen.
delicious. That's some good shit, man.
I apologize to Nightingale.
It's fine. I suspected you wouldn't be able to.
Man, you're even stranger than me.
Do you
Or
have a
the
guess as
Eldritch
to what you
walking
are,
dog.
Raven? You can just say it.
I honestly don't.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's not. Why? Stop with the evil laugh.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, so do you try and eat more?
I think I'm just going to see if anyone else would like my portion.
I jump up with my 2 front paws right beside her.
I raise my hand.
Immediately that Toreen would want some, so I give it to Toreen.
I lower my hand dejectedly.
There's extras where that came from, just with no fish.
I was gonna offer to spoon feed, but I guess not.
You can try. This is D&D. You can try everything. We
You
have
can
done.
do
I
anything.
hate it though.
You can offer them your own food.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Offer who?
Boon, do you accept?
I shake my head. No, I won't take.
No, not you, Boon. Un.
Oh, you said Boon.
I said Un.
Oh.
This is going to get confusing.
Oh, I thought you So who? Yeah. So what was the question?
Lizbit is offering you some of their food, and they're gonna try and spoon feed you.
If you don't mind,
Maybe.
but
Okay.
I, all honesty, don't think it'll work.
I want to try it anyways.
Alright, so you try. And you get towards where you think their mouth is, because again, they're shape-shifting from a cat, a bag of tulips, a cow, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, shadow. And again, you watch and it seems to like you think it goes into them and then lands on the floor. You could have sworn you got it in their mouth.
I lap it up.
Immediately, you
that
see
didn't
the
work.
giant dog scrambling desperately over towards you and just.
I sigh and say to Lisbeth, I appreciate the effort.
Oh, I guess you're just not gonna eat?
I'm. What?
Raven, make an insight check.
10.
10 plus, what is your insight? What the fuck is your insight? Oh, God. Okay, you think to yourself and you realize, I'm really not hungry. Not only that, but you're not tired either. You don't feel any bouts of hunger, or it was just that one instance where you felt it right after Hadriel suggested that everyone was hungry. Other than that, you feel
Ooh.
fine.
Can I think to myself about whether or not Hadriel might have made us think that we were hungry?
You can think
Is that
whatever
a
you
thing?
want. You
All
can think
right.
whatever you want.
What's up with the
Hadriel's
cute
just
chuckle?
over there enjoying his. You don't know.
Oh, okay.
Hadriel's just over there eating their food with gusto. They definitely looked hungry.
I am very
Can I
politely eating
just-
food, despite how I look. Like, I am not at all being messy. I'm making sure to keep my face and mouth clean. I'm using my napkin when applicable. Despite being an absolute messy goblin, I'm really polite when I eat.
Nightingale certainly appreciates that as she cradles a cup of tea in her hand. And the sheriff's awake now and just kind of slowly eating, dazed.
Can I go
he's-
back?
Go on.
Yeah.
Who was talking? Aaron, was that you? Or
No.
No, his mic is just going off like crazy.
oh, I was just asking if I could go back to where I was, my natural sitting position, like, and just kind of suspiciously look at Hadriel.
They seemingly notice you and just kind of nod at you and continue eating.
I glare.
Their two blue eyes go cross-eyed and then crinkle
What?
upwards as if they're grinning at you.
I just shake my head and I don't know.
You
I'm
good, man?
confused. I mean, I guess I'd just shake my head and just continue to just stay in silent.
Alright, let me know if you need anything, Casper.
Casper exists in this world?
Apparently.
Yeah, there was once a legendary ghost named Casper, and his greatest feat was defeating the ghost dragon upon some hill.
That's badass.
Fascinating.
It was his entire quest after it slaughtered his family.
I just say, I feel like there's going to be a part 2 to the dog experience.
Oh, absolutely. I am enjoying the fuck out of this. I love
Okay.
my job.
Hold on. May I quickly ask, just because I got confused really quickly? So when you asked about, like, when you mentioned Casper, was that supposed to be Hadriel?
Hadriel.
Yeah, Hadriel said,
called you
everything
Casper.
else, whatever you say, Casper.
All right, okay.
As he stuffs his face with cucumber, as the real DM stuffs her face with cucumber.
And
Nom, 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 nom.
can I just give like a look of shock?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
You can take a shit in the
Okay,
middle of
so-
the floor for all I care.
No, I'm
We'll
gonna pass
react
on
to
that.
it.
I'm just going to seem a bit
Good, 'cause you
startled
can't.
and look at Hadriel again and just glare.
You're looking a little pale there. You doing okay?
Enough with your childish remarks.
Hey, whatever you say, Spooky Tunes.
I stop responding and just go back to just staying there.
Gonna chuckle at the situation.
Yeah.
I just keep eating my food. Like, I'm too focused on my food to even know what's going on.
Nightingale.
I'm just going to
very
look very
gingerly
pointedly.
pats on Un's shoulder.
I'm just going to very
Okay.
pointedly look at Un, jump up, and act like I'm walking, and then go back down to all fours.
Okay, you do that. I don't know what this means either, but okay. You do that.
What did Nightingale do?
Nightingale just pats you on the shoulder, and she whispers in your ear. It's like, just let it go. He'll be back to normal soon.
Look at her questioningly, but remember that I do not keep asking questions about us, and just smile and nod.
She nods back at you and goes back to sipping her tea. And Sheriff Johnson has definitely
Can I make a
woken up and
perception roll?
For what?
Is Hadriel drunk?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, make a perception roll.
That is, I think 22 if my math is right. Rolled a 19.
Oh, and did you remember your perception?
Is +3.
That it is. Yeah, he seems a little bit tipsy, and you see him pull out their flask again, and take another swig of it.
I walk up to him, put my paw on the flask, and go, maybe we've had enough of this for now?
They grab your paw. And they lean in close and they say, I wouldn't touch that if I were you.
I would be careful where you grab there. I do have claws.
I stand up and say,
Oh, I don't. Oh, I know. Don't touch my flask, buddy. Okay?
Buddy, you're getting a
Don't
little
have a
weird now.
problem.
Just go slow.
He let
I
go.
thought we weren't going to have any problems.
I am, but he touched me first.
Technically,
You
I
can let
touched the
go of
flask,
them.
not you.
He lets go of your
Technicalities
paw,
don't
but,
matter. Just
he lets
Eat
go
your
of
food.
your paw and cradles the flask closer and says, whatever you say, little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Rosie. Rosie by the river.
It's official, Hadriel's drunk.
Make a wisdom save.
I wonder if I've ever been drunk.
I just whisper in my like under my breath.
That
Scoundrel.
is a
You
nat 20.
also make a wisdom save, Un. You managed to resist the charm.
I got a 12.
You do not, and as you're listening to Hadriel sing about Rosie by the river, You can't help but find his voice very beautiful and melodic. In a very
This
rustic
guy's
way.
a bard.
That's what I was
Do you
thinking just
say
now.
that out loud?
No.
I'll say it out loud.
Alright, how do you say it?
Can you stop with your bardy shit?
Rosie by the... You hear a crack as part of Hadriel's mask breaks.
Oh dang.
Alright. Okay.
I take a little piece
He
of potato
stands
and
up.
I hand it to Shale.
Shale happily takes it and goes because birds can't. Because birds can't swallow on their own without tilting their head back and doing that shit. Hadriel stands up, all 6'10" of him, and looks down at you and says, "Okay. You shouldn't have done that while I'm not fully here, okay? Do that when I'm fully here. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go for a walk. See you later." And he starts moving past all of you.
Should we follow him or?
Rosie by the river.
Never
If you
mind,
ask
I'm
me, I
not
think
gonna
it
follow
is.
him.
By the river, she calls me to her garden, where the souls of the damned are waiting.
Is this a bad time to mention that I think I saw something out there at the end of the off to the river?
I'm gonna stand up from the chair and walk out and follow Adriel.
Okay, how quickly do you move?
At a fast enough pace that I can stay like within visual range of
You
him.
are jogging, and you see Hadriel, and as he says, "Screams of the damned," a cloud of smoke just appears to him, and he goes, "Whoop." Make a perception check.
12.
Damn, what's with all these 12s?
I love that number. Let me tell you what. Let's see here. Lizbit plus 12. Perception
bit.
plus 2, 14. You see them appear over here. And they're just kind of walking down the river. Still singing, "Rosie by the river,
I'm gonna
where
still attempt to
have
follow.
you gone?" How fast are you moving?
Apparently really fast to catch up.
Okay, so you're running full
Fast
sprint. What are you all
Jog,
doing?
Light, run.
I hop out of my seat and I make my way to the door to look and see what's going on.
Okay, so you get about there.
I'm going to sprint to the south door and just stick my head out, looking in their direction.
Make a perception check.
That one.
Ooh, yeah, he's
Ooh,
fine.
fuck! I think he went the other way, and you start looking this way. I know he's around here somewhere. I know it. I smell him. I smell him. Oh wait, shit. That might just be other rabbits.
What?
Anyway, what are you guys doing?
I'll join Boon up at the north.
You're going to the north door towards Boon. The sheriff is kind of like,
I just stand up and kind of apologize to Nightingale and just kind of stay
okay.
in there. Is that possible?
Nightingale looks at you, and she's going to push you. Okay, are you gonna roll to resist her? You do not have enough time, and you are suddenly outside. She's gonna use the rest of her turn to help the sheriff. What are you all doing? Hadriel's all the way over here, still singing, and he's starting to step into the water.
I'm going to take a big whiff to get my directions back in control.
Roll perception.
I'm gonna just book it as fast as my little legs
That
can
one,
go.
I really hope.
This is
to
how
the
bizarre
game.
my dice are. I went from a nat 1 to a nat 20.
Alright, your head snaps back as you realize, oh shit, he's over by the river! I gotta go! And are you starting to run?
I'm going to use my dog speed and sprint after him.
Alright, are you regarding any of your fellow NPCs?
I'm going to narrowly dodge between the Oon and Lizbit.
Okay,
Actually,
make a dexterity roll.
While they do that, I'm going to assume that they pass close enough to me that I want to try to grab onto them and kind of ride them like a horse.
Oh my god.
That's gonna end badly.
Okay,
14.
well, 14, fuck, roll for grapple, Lizbit. 13 plus your dexterity, because this is dex-based, bitch. Okay. I knew at some point this was probably gonna happen. And then
Wouldn't
okay,
I
so
be better
yours is...
suited to jump on his back?
Oh, absolutely. But this is equally funny. Yeah, you tried to grab them, and they just kind of like fucking Okami. Whoop.
Fuck. That would have been fun.
Alright, and
Them
Hadriel's gonna
instead.
look back at all of you and it's like, oh, so now you guys want to hang out with me.
I'm just still in a lot of shock about what just happened. And look
Alright,
around.
you're still staring at the very solid wall you came out of as,
Get your hairy ass back here!
Ow!
Ooh.
What happened?
He screamed, get your hairy ass back here, and you see
Emphasis
Hadriel...
on the hair.
You see Hadriel look back at you, and he says, alright, Fido, but, no. How about no?
Where are we going? I shout.
I don't know, I'm
You know-
following the rabbit!
You hear... And you hear Hadriel swear, son of a bitch, shut the fuck up! And I'm gonna need a wisdom save from you.
Let's try the other dice for a moment. Nat 20!
Alright, you feel those words, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, seeping into you, and then you're like, no! And you shake them off.
No, bitch! And I double speed after him.
Alright, you are charging. You are fucking running. What are you guys doing?
Attempting
And
to
then
catch
after.
up.
Alright.
Yeah,
one,
I'll follow
two,
after
three.
Boon.
Okay.
I'm still
Uh,
confused as to whether or not I should talk to Nightingale or follow in pursuit, so I choose to
I don't know. You choose to follow?
like stay behind, like towards the house still, but like just like kind of walking and jogging towards them.
Gotcha. Augusteen.
Yes.
Hare or turtle?
Turtle.
Turtle? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You get about there. Alright, what are you all doing? Hadriel is in the water, he gets on his back, and he starts floating down the river.
I guess we're going down the river! Keep sprinting
I follow
after him.
suit and I just dive into the river and just kind of just lay there.
You hear your bird, chip chip choo, chip chip chee!
I can't understand you, Shale.
What do I hear?
On Toreen's back.
What do I hear?
You hear, wait, fuck, no, you're gonna sink!
I change course midway to dive after and grab them before they get all the way in the water.
Make a strength check.
I think I'm female.
You hear another portion of your mouse, but it's very slight.
Oh.
11.
11 plus your strength. Where's your strength? Quick question. Sword or olive branch?
Oh. Olive branch.
Okay. Where are your stats? Where are your stats? There are your stats. Yeah, so you said 14? 13? 14?
11.
11. Motherfucker. Yeah, so, Boon, do you try to resist at all?
No.
Okay, yeah, you pick them up. And they're dangling in your dog jaws.
And I flip them onto my back, saying, "You're coming with me."
Alright. Okami style, you fwah! And Boon, you go twirling in the air. This is a very strong dog as you're thrown into the air 5-10 feet before landing. And you feel pain in your leg, between your legs.
Oh my
Like
God.
immense pain. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage to some very sensitive bits.
Wait, am I transgender?
You feel a large portion of your mass crack.
Oh!
Awesome.
All right.
You suddenly feel, oh yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. Oh no. Oh.
I just kind of keel over onto Toreen's back.
Just grab my hair or fur, and here we go. We're going for a ride, bitch.
This is already a ride.
And you dive into the water. I'm just gonna. Yeah, it hurts. It's
I can attest it does hurt.
Pain. As you think the worst of it's over, it keeps building on itself. It's almost amazing how much it hurts.
I'm just crying at this point.
Shale is just. You see Shale. You've never seen a bird wince, but the bird is just. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Meanwhile, I yell at Shale. Shale, I know this is distracting, but can you follow him and see where he goes?
Yeah, man, I'm on it. Fuck the rabbit. Here we go. Cool. And fucking, you've never seen something akin to a Naruto run, but the bird has somehow managed to pull it off, as he's just flying Naruto run style through the air, with his little feetsies kicking.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
I'm in too much pain to notice.
Oh yeah, no, it's still you're still going through the 5 stages of ball crush.
That was a very, very high up fall.
Knowing that I will be better on
top
land,
of your nards.
I get back onto land to follow.
Okay,
I'm gonna need it.
It's still not comfortable, as I assume you're running.
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely feel that on your privates, Boon. The bouncing and jerking of the dog running.
Lean forward, it'll help you.
What?
Lean forward.
How are all of my audience with
I am leaned forward.
fucking dick and ball feeling right about now? You feeling great?
Oh.
I know the feeling. Lean forward.
I am leaned forward.
Chest
Augusteen,
against my back.
Lizbit, what are you guys doing?
I am going to sprint to the edge of the water and dive in and start as fast as I can.
Make a strength check.
I already did it because I knew you would ask. It's a 19.
Jeez, a 19?
19!
Okay.
Lucky.
Lizbit's strength. Oh shit, you don't have anything to strength. Okay, yeah, you managed to stay above the water. You feel your equipment on you. It's heavy. this is really hard. You're not floating like Hadriel is, which, by the way, Hadriel's out of sight. Hadriel's just spiraling down the river, singing about, fucking the dryads, the beauties, the dryads, my loves.
Then I'm gonna notice that I'm being weighed down and then swim to the edge and get back out and start running again, stopping away.
Okay, you do that. Augusteen, Boon, what are you guys doing?
I'll start running towards where Toreen, Boon, and Lizbit are.
Okay, I ask again, turtle or rabbit?
Rabbit.
Okay. You
Sure.
tap into your Tabaxi heritage and you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You move double your speed.
Can I make a guess?
Shoot.
Do I have rage?
You feel a large section of your mass crack.
Yes.
And you suddenly
Attempt
feel
again to get onto their back.
I may be big, but I'm not big enough to hold two of you.
Do you want to activate your rage?
I activate my rage.
Okay.
For what purpose?
I would like you to change to battle music, please.
Oh, fun.
Shit.
What was battle?
15 minutes left.
What was the battle music again? Oh no. I'm scrolling back.
Battle music is 20 kidnapping.
Let's turn off that one. This one.
Fitting to what
Okay,
just happened with
so you tap into this hidden power within you, and you feel the feral call of the wild, and you guys see this dog finally settle on a form, and fucking, where the fuck are you? Boon, you are thrown back as fucking, you don't land on your nuts this time, thankfully.
I just kind of go rolling into the ground and I don't move.
You
I'm
roll
just
into
in
the
a
ground
puddle of
by
mud,
Augusteen
just
and Lizbit
suffering.
as you all take an instinctual step back away from Toreen as their muscles. You hear the sickening cracks of bones stretching and contorting, and you see them jerking as they stand up on their two hind legs and their body bulks up. As their limbs elongate and crack in awkward waves, and before you, you see a 11-foot tall werewolf.
Whoa!
Jeez.
Wait, can I see this from where I am?
Oh yeah, you just saw fucking. You heard Boon's girly little shriek, and you heard the sickening cracks of bone. And now, where there was once a Toreen, there is now a very feminine-looking werewolf.
Oh.
Oh.
Am I female?
You feel a large section of your mass crack.
Damn.
We're learning things, folks, as Hadriel's floating down the river.
I go, I feel strong enough now, and I just pick up Lizbit
You do, effortlessly.
and just start
Oh, that is-
sprinting after Hadriel.
Do you leave Boon behind?
And the cat's fast enough.
Okay, so Lizbit, you are now in the
Sorry.
grass, fucking bridal style, in this strong werewolf woman's arms, and she just starts booking it.
Yeah.
She is fast, and she is strong, and that is really cool.
Home, Alabama.
All right, Boon, you're on the ground clutching your and Augustine,
Mommy,
you just
sorry.
witnessed
Mommy,
that.
sorry.
You have that vibe, yeah. You are strong. Oh my god.
I'm still on the ground in the mud.
I mean,
How
it's
much
still an
longer am I
experience
gonna
for
be
you.
in pain?
You're at stage 4 or 5 of pain. It's
Oh,
starting to
okay.
ebb. It's starting to ebb. You're starting to get there, but you're very much reminded. Yeah, that.
I slowly sit up, and I'm grateful for the cold mud.
Yeah, it's very nice on your stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, it's not really that cold because it's only like noon.
I'm kind
You
of
passed-
torn.
What are y'all doing? You see Toreen and Lizbit getting smaller and smaller and vanishing behind the trees as
You
the
just hear me
voice
yell
of
out.
Hadriel is asleep.
You hear me yell out. Shale, go get the others.
I'm torn between going after Hadriel, someone that I'm kind of glad is kind of away from everyone, following the rest of the people that I've kind of been taking a liking to, and trying to like see if Nightingale and the sheriff are okay. I'm torn. I don't know what to do.
Roll a d3.
It's up to you. That's true. You could roll a d3.
What does that mean?
If you can't make a
You
decision, you could always roll a dice. 1 would be the first thing you said, 2 would be the second thing, 3 would be the third thing. It's what I do all the time.
Okay. Actually, I want to kind of check in on Nightingale and the sheriff, to be honest.
Okay. So you run all the way back and you see Nightingale has her hands are glowing on the sheriff's face and you can see his wrinkles are rejuvenating and she's also simultaneously shaking him being like, "Get up, you worthless human! We need to go!"
I just go,
That little
ma'am.
imp broke his promise! And she looks over at you startled and she's like, "What are you still doing here? You need to go catch Hadriel. He's going to get himself killed. He's not himself."
I just say in a whisper, would that really be such a bad thing?
She lets go of the officer, or the sheriff, and she says, "You don't understand. Hadriel is not Hadriel right now. Hadriel is being piloted by something else."
Wait, why is everyone laughing?
The joke is that Kai is the one piloting him, but we,
Oh.
yeah. It's not something that we know right now.
Actually-
It's a meta joke.
I'm not being completely meta joke, but okay.
Oh.
Well, we don't know that.
You don't know that.
I'll hesitantly, I will nod and make my way towards Boon and Aaron. I forget your
Fuck
name.
yeah!
Augusteen.
As you're leaving, she shouts out, "Draw your blades!"
Who says that?
Nightingale does.
To me?
To you. Yes.
Okay. I just kind of turn back and say, "What blades?"
She looks at you and... oh god. Her face goes blank and she says, "What are you doing here? Who are you? Why are you haunting me?"
Gosh.
Face goes completely blank and I apologize profusely as I just run towards Boon and Aaron yelling, "I'm sorry!"
Be gone, spirit!
As this is happening, I'm gonna start running after the giant baby werewolf.
Okay. Do you leave Boon behind?
I'll grab onto Boon and
Okay, roll strength.
Just picturing a goblin being dragged through the mud.
19.
Okay. Yeah, you pick them up and you start running. They're a little bit heavier than you were expecting, but what are you gonna do?
I just kind of accept it. I have accepted my fate.
Yeah, your pain has started to ebb, but you're still coming down from that daze.
Oh yeah,
It's an experience, man.
I would not know.
I've heard enough stories. Okay, so you're running. Are you using your Tabaxi heritage?
Yeah.
Okay, you are fast boy. Okay, what are you doing?
I can float, right?
You can.
I'll just float over this. Is that possible to float over the body of water?
Yeah.
Do
You start-
it. Do you have any guesses, by the way?
No.
No.
I don't have too knowledge about this stuff. Don't laugh,
This
please, because I'll
isn't
feel very
me.
terrible.
The dog experience part 2.
Don't worry,
know-
you're fine.
You know.
You're
Now you
fine.
know.
Oh
You
no.
now
scream.
know. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Fucking, let's see here. What'd you send me? Yep, you have rage. Do we want to keep going?
I feel like this is kind of a good
This
place
is a
to
good
start,
stopping
to
point.
stop, because now we're transitioning to a new map. Everybody is moving to a new place.
You are. Oh, poor
I
DJ.
am turning off the battle
I
music
made-
to something more calm.
Yes, please. So, that was session 2. Everyone's learned a lot about
Yay!
themselves. And all it took was, oh, poor
Fucking
DJ.
tots and the nards. Come on, man.
I feel so bad for what I've done to DJ. Just know that when they come back, it'll be okay. It'll all be okay, but they've put themselves into a very precarious position in the story. Oh, I love this.
Hey, Raven. Do you have
Yeah.
any guesses about your person?
There's no
I'm the
guess
smallest.
at all stupid. I make stupid guesses all the time.
If you don't have a guess right now, Raven, you can always listen back to the tape because, you listen. I don't want to hear
Tork
from
as
you,
an
Tork.
example.
I don't want to hear from you. You did not pick up on what you were.
I'm just
spirit?
laughing.
You feel a large section of your mask.
There we go.
I know, I just wasn't sure because I'm not too sure about any of this.
No, you don't need
Anything
to
can
worry about
happen.
that. Like, yeah, literally D&D. Honestly, you could try and shoot the moon and
You may
likely
succeed.
fail, but yeah.
Also, a lot of people here are not regular races. A dog is not typically a playable PC.
Neither is a werewolf.
Well,
No,
that's
they are.
up to for debate.
They're not a
Yeah.
normal D&D class.
No. I have hooked you all up with some really startling stuff.
I love rage.
You feel a large section of your mask crack as you... Actually, you have to say it.
Am I female?
Yes, you feel a large section of your mask... Actually, you feel half of the section of your mask crack.
What?
What were you saying,
Hey,
Aaron?
No, I just said what
And-
in a masculine voice.
Oh. Just throw me off with that.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna guess some sort of gender fluidity for myself based on the fact that at the very beginning nobody could tell what I was.
No?
Are they gender fluid?
You don't feel anything.
Do I present myself as female? But I'm or am I gender fluid?
You're getting closer. You feel little as little chips of your mask come off.
Okay. I don't know what's right and what's not right to say.
She
Everything is
non-binary
right.
today.
I was gonna ask if I
You
was
fe-
non-binary.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. Am I non-binary?
What are your pronouns?
Hold on, I'm gonna type it. Give me a second.
There are no penalties to getting it wrong, Raven. You can say it out loud. It's okay.
Pronouns like she, they, he, they, them. Give the most common non-binary pronouns. You do not suck.
Oh shit, I meant stuck.
Okay, that's better.
Oh, I couldn't see that because my mic was in the way. If you don't know what gender you are right now, that's fine.
Yeah, we can always discuss it later.
I was
Am,
because I
am I a Saint Bernard?
You feel nothing.
Oh my goodness, there's so many dog breeds.
What about a dire wolf?
Yeah, I know. No, you don't feel
No,
anything
okay.
at that. I'll give you a hint. Lizbit did say it.
So it's a Mastiff.
No, I'm talking to Raven.
What did I say? She, they, he, they, them.
It's one of those three.
honestly I feel like
And you were half female?
Mm-hmm. He, they.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant.
It's okay.
Sorry, I'm not that good at this
You
stuff.
feel you feel the rest of your mask crack.
Oh
You
shit,
are known
this
as
is
a demi-girl.
as a
That's
what's
specifically
that?
what I am. Demi-girls go by she, they, which means I'm more comfortable with she, but I'm also very comfortable with they.
See, this goes into my actual question about whether or not I should be questioning my gender.
Listen, you guys gave me the option to pick, so I just picked.
No, yeah. I hope I didn't sound like I was like complaining. No, I meant like this. Because I told Isla before that like I'm questioning about whether or not I should question my gender.
You can, if you have questions about it. I mean, I've never felt comfortable with just presenting fully as female. And I
Yeah,
find
like-
she, they is more comfortable.
Yeah, like I find she, her, like I don't see anything about it, but is it because I haven't given it much thought, or is it just because I'm just comfortable like that?
You could also be gender apathetic, which means you just don't care.
There
what
you
people
go.
refer to you as.
Because I told Isla, I was like, I don't really care. I mean, I feel more like she, her, but I don't care.
Yeah, so that's called gender apathetic. It's a new term. It's generally described as a person who does not care what gender they are referred to as.
Oh shit, that's so cool.
Yeah. So if I call you sir, how do you feel?
What's up?
There
Nothing.
you go. You just don't care. I can refer to you as any gender, and theoretically you'll be okay with it.
Yeah. Oh my god, did you just help me understand something about myself that I couldn't understand
Yay!
for like years?
I guess. I don't know.
Real life
Alright.
revelations.
That happened
There
like
you have
a
it,
year
folks.
ago when I found out that I am pan-romantic demisexual. And now I'm just like,
And
Fuck Aaron!
Ah!
Oh,
yay!
Aaron, what did I say about dragging the mic?
buddy.
accidentally
Do it
leaned against the
again.
wall. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was loud.
I leaned against the wall. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna make a guess about my character's gender. Am I male?
You feel a large section of your mass crack.
Ah!
I like hear you from Tork's mic.
Congratulations, you have dick, theoretically.
I know I do.
You know you do.
Ouch.
I want to make a guess.
Go
Am I
ahead.
Am I also male?
You feel a larger section of your mass crack, but not quite. That'll make sense when you understand your attire.
Congratulations, you have a
Oh
kid.
no.
Listen, Isla is probably the most cis character in this. No, excuse me, Hadriel will probably be. But other than that, everyone in here is special as fuck.
We're very special.
All right, I want people to feel included and seen.
Is that where we should
As-
wrap up the stream?
Gives
Absolutely.
the gender fluid person the most cis person.
I
Alrighty,
just call myself out on the stream.
everybody watching, have a great night.
And we will
Bye.
see you next Thursday with a special one-off if we do not have all of our players.
That,
Goodbye!
bye.